It is the first Guantanamo Bay prisoner transfers to a South American country. 6 detainees moved from the detention camp into the hands of Uruguay's government. CCTV's Nathan King has been following this story. He joins us live from our newsroom with more details on the transfer. Nathan.
That's right, Susan. These men have essentially been sitting in legal limbo for over 4 years, cleared for release, but few countries are willing to accept Guantanamo inmates. The 6, 4 Syrians, 1 Tunisian, 1 Palestinian, 5 of whom we have pictures here for you, are the largest single group of inmates to be transferred out of the camp since 2009. This, of course, a boost to the efforts of US President Barack Obama to close the prison, which, as you may remember, was a campaign pledge back in 2008 when he first ran for president. Upon the release, the US Department of Defense issued this statement, which says the United States is grateful to the government of Uruguay for its willingness to support ongoing US efforts to close the Guantanamo Bay detention facility. The United States coordinated with the government of Uruguay to ensure these transfers took place consistent with appropriate security and humane treatment measures. The most infamous of the prisoners, though, when we're talking of humanity, is Jihad Ahmed Mustafa Diab, a Syrian who had been on prolonged hunger strike but was force-fed by US authorities. He had mounted a legal challenge about being restrained and fed through tubes forcibly inserted into his nostrils, Susan.
Nathan, in the end, why did Uruguay take them?
Yeah, it's a really interesting story, this. The transfer of the prisoners had been okayed earlier this year, but there were sensitivities surrounding the Uruguayan presidential elections, and bureaucratic hurdles here in Washington had to be overcome. But the outgoing Uruguayan president, Jose Mujica, really made this a personal crusade. He committed to taking them. He himself, remember, was a political prisoner for many years. And an interview we've just shot with CCTV, due to air next week on our America's Now show, he really rails against the Guantanamo prison. Let's take a listen.
I belong to a world of people persecuted. I remember it like it was yesterday. I can't forget yesterday. It is terrible. It's not a jail. It's a kidnapping haven. If any government in the world did this in a small country, they would be destroyed. What the U.S. has done has no limit. They have people without trial, without lawyers, without accusations. It's a disgrace of humanity. It's a progressive cause to make a jail like that disappear. I was a social activist. I was jailed. Others don't know about this, and they are horrified.
You see President Mujica there, very passionate, and with this transfer, there are just 136 prisoners left at Guantanamo. 67 have already been cleared for transfer if security conditions can be met. Maybe other South American countries will take them now, but even if they are released, that would leave 69 prisoners, many of whom, like Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, the alleged mastermind of the 9/11 attacks, will not be transferred. And that brings into question, Susan, whether the facility can ever be closed while they are facing military commission trials or they're still alive.
Alrighty, Nathan King reporting from the newsroom. Thank you.
Thank you.
Syria